Much to talk about here. Let's start with the Lakers. It's now the Lakers of LeBron James and Anthony Davis.
And how about this? LeBron is in his umpteenth season, this age of 17, and he still has the will to win, and he's happy in his second year in Lakerland because he has his partner, Anthony Davis. That's right, another MVP candidate. And LeBron this year wants his team to concentrate on being a defensive power in the West because we know what he can do on the offensive end, Red.
And the Warriors, they find themselves in a precarious position. Last 5 seasons, all finals appearances resulting in 3 championships. But all you keep hearing this season is the Dubs dynasty over. I'll take a page out of Rudy T's playbook. Don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion. They still have the 2-time MVP in Steph Curry, former Defensive Player of the Year, and Money Green. And in my opinion, D'Angelo Russell. He'll be playing with a chip on his shoulder after being dealt for Brooklyn.
All right, let's take a look at the starting lineups for the Lakers. It is LeBron with Anthony Davis and JaVale McGee. And at the guards, Danny Green and Avery Bradley. Golden State up front, Draymond Green, Alfonso McKinney, and Amari Spellman, a second-year player out of Villanova. In the backcourt, the one-time Laker, D'Angelo Russell, along with Steph Curry. The officiating crew, Eric Lewis, Trey Maddox, and Simone Jelks. Golden State will be back here Thursday night to play Minnesota. They have a 5-game exhibition schedule. And then the Warriors and Lakers will play 3 more times, twice in LA. And 1 more back here for the Lakers. Game 1 of what has to be considered a challenging preseason schedule because they're going overseas. 2 games against the Nets in China starting next Thursday night in Shanghai. And then they'll finish up preseason with the 3 games against the Warriors.
Already you see a big size difference from the Lakers and this Warriors team with McGee, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis on the floor at one time.
Here's Green up top, played by Russell. McGee and Bradley's had an excellent start to the preseason. Curry from way downtown and comes up way short.
He's trying to open this arena the right way.
Whoa!
He's testing the rims out. He's just testing the air in the arena, seeing if this is
from 40 feet away. See well?
You act like you never seen that before.
Wow!
Davis, played by Green, shoots over it. And back comes Curry.
And one thing you will see in these early preseason games, and see Webb, you know this, your defense is always ahead of your offense because you're still trying to get your basketball legs. So the offense will look a little stale here early from both teams.
Spellman on the tip. Spellman with the rebound, and Green took it right out of his hand.
Well, that's one of the biggest differences when you come from college or a different program to the NBA. Everyone is athletic. Everyone has length.
Well, James went to the left hand. It's tipped home by Davis.
I feel like the hustle that Spellman showed there on that offensive, even though he wasn't able to get the bucket.
Here's D'Angelo Russell for 3. Amari Spellman, incidentally, a first-round pick of Atlanta last year, did appear in 48 games with the Hawks, spent time in the G League, and he had weight issues. Nice pass. LeBron to McGee, the one-time Warrior.
And we're going to see that a lot. That's why it's so important for the Lakers to have shooters on the perimeter because they put you in a catch-22 with the pick and roll, with the big rolling, and then LeBron attacking.
The reverse is short. Russell thought he was fouled. James into the lane. Nice pass again, and it's Davis this time.
Building that chemistry early between the 2 players here, Anthony Davis and LeBron James, working well together.
Curry played tightly by Bradley. They swing it out. Spellman missed out of 3. Danny Green coming off the championship season as a member of the Toronto Raptors. Nice pass work here by the Lakers. Green is off on a 3, back tap by McGee. The lob, and McGee puts it home, and they've seen that work by JaVale McGee
And
here in California.
There's one area we see Avery Bradley getting into a rhythm defensively that the Lakers want to dominate. It is the offensive glass, and again, shot blocking, paint control inside with the Lakers limit.
How about that defense there by Avery Bradley picking up Steph Full, and here's that alley-oop from LeBron to McGee. Already 2 assists for LeBron to his bigs, getting them involved early.
Oh, the hands of McGee on that play. He doesn't get enough credit for his hands inside.
Draymond Green is off. Lakers with the 8-0 lead here at the start. Bradley got the step.
I think that's going to be the challenge for this Warriors team. Enough scoring. And I thought I would never see this as a team that was second in the association a year ago in points per game at almost 118. Being challenged to score the basketball.
A bit different squad here.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the most underrated players in the league. Nice hustle right there by Davis. Klay Thompson, he is the reason why this Warrior offense has been able to have the luxury of spacing, because he's one of the best shooters in the history of this game, and he can catch and shoot. And when you don't have that on the team, like Golden State, it's definitely going to disrupt their offensive chemistry.
Warriors without 6 of their players from last season. Curry goes in and out. They have 14 new players on their roster. Here's James with the hard drive. It counts, and the foul.
I don't know how you stop that, C-Web. In the open court like that, the strength.
Oh, I know how. You put 5 guys right there, 5 7-footers, and you wait for them and you foul them. No, you're so right, Reg. This is what he does. He loves and embraces the contact. Just to hit his advantage coming at you full state.
Alfonso McKinney on the foul, and LeBron to the line completes the three-point play.
It's funny that people talk about LeBron. This is his 17th year. Last year, he averaged 27, 8.5 rebounds, and 8 assists. And people saying that was a down year in 55 games. Man, give me that numbers in my 17th year when I played.
Really, with those numbers, he should have opted out and signed another contract, another Supermax for 3 years.
Are you kidding me?
Look at that. So first of all, Reg, please remind the people out there, look at what Kareem did, but wow, what numbers by LeBron previously.
Here is Curry, yes. And the Warriors on the board for the first time. Ball deflected out of bounds, and Lakers will put it in. Last season, Lakers 37 and 45 out of the playoffs for the 6th straight year. They were in 4th place in the West on Christmas Day, and then LeBron James suffered that sprained groin in a win over these Warriors, and the Lakers never did recover. Here's LeBron showing the entire repertoire. It's grabbed by Spellman. Russell kicks it out. Curry with lots of time for 3, yes. And for the first time in their new arena, Golden State fans have a reason to cheer.
That's only fitting. The first 3 in this building comes from Steph Curry.
JaVale McGee taking advantage of the lack of height on the part of the Warriors.
Last year, Anthony Davis had a career high in assists, and can you imagine with LeBron, McGee, other finishers on this team, maybe that number is going to go up.
So Bradley picks up his second personal. NBAtickets.com is the official source for all NBA tickets, even for sold-out games. Start your search now at NBAtickets.com, where tickets are always authentic and always available. Here is Curry again from way downtown. Back comes LeBron James. Green on the catch and shoot for 3.
How valuable is it going to be for Green in this offense, running with LeBron James and Rondo on those breaks to knock down those corner 3s?
Curry got inside, but they pop it back out. McKinney stripped. It's recovered. Spellman open for 3. And McGee on the rebound. On the subject of Danny Green, he shot 45% from three last season with Toronto, second in the NBA to Joe Harris of the Brooklyn Nets. That pass broken up, recovered by Rondo, who had just come on. Here's Green. This time not able to hit the three. Davis is right there.
There's that height difference you were talking about.
That counts and a foul.
That size is just dominating from the Lakers on the offensive glass. Anthony Davis, new city, new uniform, playing with LeBron James and the King here. Offensive rebound opportunity here, using that size and strength and finish.
All Lakers here at the Star.
That atmosphere that we had. Every seat at Chase Center is as close to the court as that comparable seat at Oracle Arena was as well. So it's all about the basketball experience.
Well, while Elton John, Janet Jackson, Dave Matthews have all performed here at Chase Center, tonight is the very first time the Warriors got to take the court in their new arena. And I think Rick Welch was right. Being down here courtside, it feels extremely similar to Oracle in terms of the intimacy. They decided to not go with a hockey-style arena. That way the seats could be hugged up right next to the court so the fans could have an intimate experience. And guys, there's so much that makes this arena player-friendly and fan-friendly. One example, all of the food is local here. Every single vendor is from the Bay Area serving Bay Area classics. Also, a big concern was parking. So when a fan buys a ticket, they get free light rail transportation to the game. They can also walk, they can take the ferry. The whole arena has a wow factor, especially that Jumbotron, which is the biggest in the entire country and has 75 million LED units in it. I mean, it's definitely blowing me away, guys.
Matter of fact, Chris and Reggie were very anxious to make a tour of the various restaurants in the arena. They have like 8 kitchens going at the same time.
Allie, I loved your report, but you could have stopped after the food thing. Where is the food? Bring the food to us, okay? That's what we're here for. We love the Warriors. That, I will say this. That's state-of-the-art, C-Web.
Oh, yeah.
This Jumbotron, is that the correct word? Video scoreboard? Wow. It is. You see it now, but being up close to it, it is absolutely stunning and amazing.
I'd like to get that scoreboard for one night to play some 2K with some of my boys up there. That's a beautiful, beautiful screen. And I do love how it is familiar to the old arena. There's some similarities that lets you feel like, wait, we're at home where we won all those championships. So many new things.
Contavious Caldwell-Pope has come on with Rajon Rondo in the backcourt. Dwight Howard back with the Lakers. And he and Davis are up front now as JaVale McGee, who had an outstanding start here against one of his former teams, the Golden State Warriors. In fact, won 2 championships with the Warriors. He takes a seat.
And if Dwight Howard wants to ingratiate himself with Laker fans again, doing plays like that, second shot opportunities, keeping the ball alive, do the little things on this Lakers team.
Rondo getting inside. Oh, the beautiful flip for Davis. So Anthony Davis able to put it down. And it's a 23-7 lead for the Lakers. Nate Robinson, the third, coming out. Here's Curry off the pass from Green. And Marquise Chris subbing in for Amari Spellman. Marquise Chris signed just the other day, originally a first-round pick by Sacramento, and the Laker onslaught continues.
It looks like Tacos Tuesdays have been working out for LeBron James and Anthony Davis. That chemistry is already on point.
Rondo with the lead, and Davis on the reverse stuff.
We always talk about pace and space. When you control the boards like LA is going to do and shot blocking, they're going to be able to get out anytime they want to.
Jacob Evans, the third, second-year man from the University of Cincinnati, connecting for the Warriors. He was a first-round pick, 28th overall, a couple of years back. And a foul is called on the Lakers. Just under 3.5 remaining in this first quarter.
The beautiful post up, and for those of you out there how he signaled that was a raise of the eyebrow to let Rondo know I'm not posting up. This is a decoy. I'm going to spin, throw it up to me, and look at him finish.
Now LeBron will take a seat.
So a raise of the unibrow in terms for Anthony Davis.
I'm sorry, he just had one eyebrow. He couldn't do the right or the left. The raise of the forehead.
There you go.
This may have been a clear path foul call.
What a start here by the Lakers. I mean, so many questions surrounding, obviously, LeBron James. Only 55 games a year ago, but we mentioned the numbers, averaged 27, 8.5 rebounds, 8 assists, and everyone's talking about it being a down year. Now you're coupled with one of the great young talents in our game in Anthony Davis. You got a new head coach in Frank Vogel, and is this a revenge season for LeBron? There's no clear path. But also there's going to be questions for Frank Vogel. I mean, people are saying he's going to be looking over his back because of Jason Kidd being hired as the associate head coach, but this is a man that's secure in his position. Took those Indiana teams to conference finals that lost to LeBron and those Miami Heat teams.
Look at that coaching staff over there. I mean, when you look at Hollins and you look at Jay Kidd, I mean, the one thing about Vogel, he praises his coaches. He knows the history of the game. And this may be the first time ever or in a long time I've heard the Lakers say, if we're great on the defensive end, anything can happen. So he's already changed the culture in their thought process.
Green passed on the outside shot, set it up. Pass intended for Chris. And it was Chris who put it down.
You know, Reggie, you were talking about Dwight Howard and what can make him successful. I think he and JaVale McGee, as we see the foul right there, I think he and JaVale McGee need to play as one player. So if they both average 4 blocks total, 3 assists total, if they average double digits in rebounds, 10 to 15 as one, and if they play physical inside, I believe that individual stats for these two don't matter. You have to look at them as one player and what can they do together by the end of the game.
Tag team that center position.
Yes.
Because it won't matter who starts.
No.
They will both bring different elements to this Lakers team.
Chris on the handoff. Curry with the rebound. Little flip shot rolls out. Eric Paschall, the rookie from Villanova, not able to hit. Lakers keep it alive. Caldwell Pope off the double. Shot clock down to 6. There's Davis. And he was fouled.
See that pass, though? Off of the move to Davis, do a spin move so fast with help coming. Great job by the pass by Davis.
Foul committed by Chris. That is his second. And it leads to a timeout. 27-14 Lakers.
Welcome back to San Francisco. And yes, this is a preseason game, but when you've been losing and you want to win, the season starts now, and AD has been in that position. 6 for 9, 6 rebounds, 13 points, 1 assist, and a whole bunch of energy for the new Lakers.
So the Lakers in possession. Troy Daniels, 7-year man from Virginia Commonwealth, has checked in as Rondo sets it up. Here's Howard, and it's put down by Davis. Anthony Davis, 6 of 9 from the field, making 7 of 10 now, 15 points.
And 4 offensive of his 7 rebounds. Then at the offensive end for Davis.
And here's Davis on a mismatch, and he is fouled.
And Reg, when you have a player like LeBron James that knows his resume, his own resume, and has that confidence, don't you think that he wouldn't mind if AD got the MVP? Don't you think he wouldn't mind even if himself got it with that? He loves playing with players that can take that pressure off of him during most of the game and allow him to be the finisher in the fourth quarter.
I think a lot of the offense this season is going to run through Anthony Davis. Ride that youth.
Yes.
Foul on Evans. Davis, 79% free throw shooter during the course of his career. As we take a look at the upcoming national TV schedule tomorrow on ABC, the WNBA Finals Game 3, Mystics and the Sun, starting at 3:30 Eastern Time. Tomorrow night, NBA TV will have the Shanghai Sharks and the LA Clippers, so the Clippers going overseas. Tuesday on ESPN, it's the Mavs and Thunder starting at 7, and the Nuggets and the Blazers. You guys were talking about Frank Vogel, the head coach of the Lakers, and his staff a moment ago. Well, for Steve Kerr, a dramatic change of circumstance as he looks to the upcoming season. Gone are Kevin Durant, Andre Iguodala, Shaun Livingston, and Klay Thompson recovering from that torn ACL. This is Evans knocking it down. Although the Warriors say they will reevaluate around the All-Star break, there's also a chance that Klay could sit out the entire season.
Well, I know the Warriors fans are hoping so, and I'm not a doctor, but I do know that that 9-month window comes around April 1st. And after the situation of injuries with Kevin Durant, if you're a player and you want to save your health, it doesn't seem like you would want to come back in a playoff game where you haven't had weeks of practice and time to get acclimated. You never know. But it does seem like you want to err on the side of caution when you have such a great player like Klay Thompson.
Well, it'll be a chance, though, for them to develop other players. Jordan Poole, their first-round draft pick from Michigan. Alfonso McKinney, who was on the roster last season. This could be a chance for these guys to kind of develop a little continuity and a little chemistry with this team, but it'd be nice to have Klay.
I was listening to the pregame show on NBA TV, and I heard Isaiah Thomas say that teams, when he won a championship, had a long memory. And I would just say, yes, I want Jordan Poole and those guys to, Poole and those guys to get better, but teams aren't waiting for that. They're coming at you.
Oh, yeah. What a move by D'Angelo Russell. Rondo gets the pick from Davis.
I just really feel the challenge for the Warriors this year is going to be able to score. I mean, wow. You could book.
Can you believe you just said that, Red?
Yeah.
I mean, you're right, but
I just don't know where their offense is going to come from. Out of bounds there. Lakers ball. I mean, you can book 25 for Steph and, 20 for D'Angelo Russell. Beautiful move here by Russell to a strong hand, the left hand. But, I mean, if Draymond Green can play how he played in the playoffs when KD went down, can he do that for 70 games?
That was some of the most incredible ball I've seen.
I don't think
out
he
of
can
a lot
do that.
I don't know if anybody could do that.
See, I don't know. Yeah. So where else are they going to get scoring from?
And how about their floor leader, Iguodala and others? Livingston, it's just going to be, tough to figure it out.
And they're locked in terms of making moves, any major moves. Final seconds of the quarter. And that is the end of the first quarter. Lakers open up hitting 14 of 29 from the field. Anthony Davis, 13 of the last 17 points for the Lakers. You are watching NBA preseason on TNT.
Welcome back to the NBA on TNT, presented by Auto Trader. I'm here with Lakers head coach Frank Vogel. Coach, a lot of new pieces. Didn't really seem that way. What'd you think about the chemistry early?
Yeah, these guys have a good feel for each other. We're off to a good start offensively. Didn't settle most of the first quarter till the end of the quarter, but I like how we're playing.
You're a defensive guy. What'd you think about the defense?
Started strong. Again, towards the end of the quarter, there's too many guys open for my liking, but a strong quarter overall.
LeBron and yourself, you said this offense has to go through Anthony Davis. 17 first quarter points. What did you like about his game?
I like that he's on my team.
Everything about it. Thanks, Coach.
And as you see LeBron James checking back into the game. Like so many coaches these days in the NBA, Frank Vogel began his coaching career as a video coordinator for Rick Pitino at Louisville and then for Jim O'Brien, who he says was so helpful in guiding him in his early coaching days. With Boston, with Indiana. Jump hook by Howard.
Nice play right there by the Lakers. Howard doesn't have the moves to go one-on-one with his back to the basket anymore. So now they get him some quick duck-ins.
Oh, the putback by Chris off the strong move by Pascal, the rookie out of Villanova. Minute gone by, second quarter. Marv Albert, Reggie Miller, Chris Webber, Allie LaForce from the new Chase Center on the San Francisco Bay in San Francisco. Pascal commits the foul that'll put James at the line. Well, Zion Williamson and the Pelicans will look to crash the party against the Raptors on championship ring night in Toronto. And then LeBron and the Lakers face Kawhi and the New York Clippers in the Battle of LA. Coverage of NBA opening night presented by Auto Trader beginning Tuesday, October the 22nd at 5:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on TNT. You know, guys, last Saturday, Paul George took in a mixed martial arts event at the Forum in LA, and he was booed by the crowd. And then on Sunday, Kawhi Leonard attended the LA Rams game at the Coliseum. He was showered with boos. Obviously, lots of Laker fans at both events. But despite the fact that the Clippers will be very good with the addition, it'll take a while for George to get into it, but certainly Kawhi Leonard will be ready to go on opening night.
Reggie, is that Laker hate or is that, I'm sorry, is that Clipper hate or is that Laker fans fear? Which one is that?
I think it's a combination of both, because the animosity, obviously, having grown up in Riverside and played for UCLA, the dynamic between the Lakers, first of all, it's a Laker town. It will always be a Laker town.
Okay.
But having said all that, what the Clippers have done over the last, go back to the Blake Griffin and Chris Paul and those teams, the animosity is real between the two teams. And, when Kawhi Leonard kind of spurns the Lakers and Paul George doesn't even take a phone call from Magic,
Two LA kids,
and goes to the Clippers, it's real.
Oh, LeBron James taking to the rim, ends up on top of the cameraman as he drew the foul, so LeBron will head to the line. Marquise Chris called for the personal.
And by the way, this is his 17th NBA season, okay? I mean, all the bumps, all the games played during the regular season, all the trips to the NBA Finals, right?
Yeah.
The Olympic team, and still taking contact and being able to finish. A down year for LeBron James, averaging 27, 8.5, and 8. Man, are you kidding me? Man, I'd go back in with my agent and say, hold up.
Yeah.
A down year.
Matter of fact, I need a new contract.
And a good first half to the start of preseason for LeBron James. Russell pulled it back on the Caldwell Pope, then went to the left hand to bang it home.
And Marv, we've seen it already. Having Anthony Davis and that youth, I think that's going to save a lot of wear and tear on LeBron as well, because now he doesn't really have to be the man until he has to be the man. Yeah. You can lean on these young guys.
Nice move by Rondo. 39-26. Lakers were early second.
Offensive foul on Spellman.
Offensive foul, number 4, Omari Spellman.
Omari Spellman
That's his first.
picks up his first foul. We touched on Spellman before. First round pick of the Atlanta Hawks last season, 2 years ago. He was the Big East freshman of the year and helped lead Jay Wright and a Wildcats to the national championship, averaged 11 points a game, shot 43% from three. Warriors take a timeout. But how about Omari Spellman saying that he lost 40 pounds since the end of Summer League? Is that possible? Is this possible as we see LeBron taking to the rim? Well, Reggie and Chris with very little to do earlier today sat down and decided to pencil in their regular season predictions. Reggie has changed his within the last 24 hours several times. And I said the Rockets number 6.
Get him, Marv. That's what I'm saying.
What? Look, I love Brody, UCLA. I hear you. I love the bearded one. Don't get me wrong. I'm, for number 1, cannot wait to see these two on the floor together. But sometimes pieces just don't fit. I hope I'm wrong. I do. I hope I'm wrong. But
and the Jazz being so high, because I like them, but
I think Michael Conley is going to have a big influence on Donovan Mitchell. And people are not talking about this pickup. Bojan Bogdanovic coming from signing with the Jazz as opposed to re-signing with the Pacers. He's going to be that stretch 4. Now you've got a whole bunch of floor spacers out there in Ingles and Conley and Bojan. This is an opportunity for Mitchell, that driving and finishing at the rim, and the Defensive Player of the Year in Gobert.
I will check out Chris's rundown.
Oh, it's a lot more scintillating. Twitter. I know I'm hearing it on Twitter right now, but get ready for C. Webb, people. Get ready for C. Webb's top 8.
Jordan Poole, the rookie from Michigan, able to knock it down. So the Lakers lead at 41-28. Just over 4 minutes gone by here in the second, and Rondo is off. Howard keeps it alive. James on the drive is fouled by Draymond Green.
The little things. Again, Dwight Howard. Not worrying about getting his number called at the offensive end. Keeping possessions alive to allow LeBron James, Anthony Davis opportunities to get fouled and make plays.
12 points for LeBron. Avery Bradley checks back in, coming on for Rajon Rondo. Well, the new league is here. You join the revolution as John Moxley returns to the ring. And the road to tag team domination begins. Watch All Elite Wrestling Dynamite on Wednesday only on TNT. Steph Curry has returned, guarded by Bradley, who is tremendous defensively. Was chasing Curry all over the court.
Traveled.
Yep, Spellman called for steps.
Not only called for steps, but you saw the frustration by Steph Curry kind of pointing out to Spellman, not knowing the plays. And that's the chemistry that we're going to kind of see early on with this Warriors team. Guys not being on the same page.
What did Coach Kerr tell us today? He had his first couple of practices a couple of hours, and he usually didn't have to do that. But you have so many new players, you have to re-implement your system.
In fact, he went 2.5 hours at one point. But he's in a teaching mode these days. Completely different scenario as Damian Lee, 3-year man from Louisville, is able to lay it home. And this crowd has come to life. Caldwell Pope fires, comes up short. I know there were questions because Oracle, even as a kickball, in the days when the Warriors were not that good, or would be very happy just to make the playoffs, one of the loudest crowds, if not the loudest and most enthusiastic and festive in the NBA. And the question was, would it transfer to Chase Center? And I think it's impossible to tell in an exhibition game, but during the season we will see. And it's not a Warrior team that has their usual weapons, and probably will not get them back for some time, but still you wonder if, and certainly there's Clay, who is sitting it out. He was in the stands earlier, then moved to the
He wants to play.
I'm on this team.
He wants to play now.
But it's always hard to tell what the ambiance will be in an arena when certainly it's the first game. So,
but also too, I think throughout the course of this year, you're going to have a lot of ooh factors. People coming here for the first time, doing what we're doing, looking around as opposed to paying attention.
How beautiful this place is.
Right. So that noise might not be there until the wow factor of this building has kind of worn off a little bit, because it is a spectacle. Not only on the outside, it's beautiful on the outside, but if you get a chance to walk around here, how nice this Chase Center really is.
Nice inbounds, but Damian Lee could not hit. LeBron gets the rebound of his missed shot, looks to save it. But the Warriors on it. Here's Green, sets it up. Yes! The jumper from downtown by Jordan Poole, rookie out of Michigan. An 8-1 run for Golden State. Now the Warriors are hearing it from their crowd.
Jill has heart failure and a new...
A moment ago, we were talking about the many extraordinary food possibilities here at Chase Center. This is Chief Chef for the arena, Mark Jeffries, who oversees 8 kitchens, and look what he has.
And don't say we were talking about. C. Webb and I were talking about the food.
Reggie was downright begging for the food.
Chef, this is an unbelievable spread, what you have in front of us as Jordan Poole goes in and gets fouled, headed to the free throw line. What do we have here, my friend?
Well, we got a couple different offerings. Some from our eateries, which are little independent restaurants throughout the building. This is our Longanisa Dirty Dog from Sarap Shop. It's actually Filipino, so it's a new take on a hot dog. Really amazing stuff. And then this is from our premium spaces in our club lounges, and it's basically Iberico ham with Frog Hollow plums, which are great and in season. So a little bit of taste of all the different offerings throughout the building.
Do you take credit cards
Of course. All forms.
This is unbelievable. Now, does the health factor go in anything? Because what is all on this dog right here?
Well, this might be a skip day dish right here.
Okay,
so
yes.
This is definitely on the lighter side, but you know, if you're looking for something a little more indulgent, this is the way to go. But really, the goal is trying to reflect the seasonality of what's outside and what's happening in the farms around. So we've got that reflected definitely with the stone fruit here.
I think you and your staff did an unbelievable job of capturing what the Bay Area, as well as San Francisco and all the eateries, and the different minutiae that kind of goes into the planning of some of these meals.
Right. The goal is to try and get a taste from all the different neighborhoods that we have throughout the Bay and in San Francisco, Oakland, and get a taste of all of that throughout the arena. And I think that definitely comes across in the cuisine.
Reggie looking for another portion later on. Mark, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
This is great. Thank you, my friend.
Mark Jeffers is Chief Chef for Chase Center. Shot clock running down. It's at 5. Here's Poole making the turn on Green, taking to the rim. He had JaVale McGee in front of him, and he drew the foul.
Now, gentlemen, remember, possibly no Klay Thompson for this whole season. We talked about opportunities for other guys. Here's a rookie in Jordan Poole. Didn't have the greatest of year last year in Michigan. There was higher expectations for him. Decided to enter the draft. A lot of people were scratching their head thinking he needed another season with the Wolverines. But a nice outing, first outing for him here in a Warriors uniform.
All about the perfect fit, and he has some veterans around him that can show him how to play the right way in a great system.
And apparently we will see our first coach's challenge. There was one the other night from Mike D'Antoni of the Houston Rockets. And we're going to see one right now. We'll get back to it and explain it when we return. The challenge rule apparently challenged that it wasn't a foul on McGee, but Eric Lewis, the lead official, came over and said, yes, it was a forearm to the chest. And so the foul was called. So for this season, a coach's challenge has been put in play. It's a one-year trial, and each team is permitted to challenge one event during the entire game. No challenge retention if the initial challenge is successful. And the teams are permitted to challenge in 3 areas. A called personal foul, which we just saw. A call that the ball went out of bounds, and a call of either goaltending or basket interference. And the coach makes a twirling motion with his hand to get the attention of the official. Alley-oop for Spellman, and he is undercut and fouled.
He must know something about Spellman that I don't, because he was throwing that up like he was throwing it to Sean Kemp or something. The Spellman, how about him making sure that he got his hands on it, trying to complete the play.
He was trying to go right up the back of McGee as well. Didn't have control of the ball. That's why he is not shooting free throws.
So McGee on the foul, his second. Just under 5 left in this first half. Curry on the drive. Green with the rebound. Here's Curry for 3. And McGee holds it in. 13-point lead has dwindled down. It's now Lakers by 7.
Poole with the push in the back of McGee as he was going in for that alley.
So tough when you're going to play against the Lakers, because if a big like Anthony Davis sets the pick and roll and you have someone rotate to him, who's going to rotate to the other big to keep him off the boards or to make sure that it doesn't get out to the wing?
Jordan Poole came up limping as Anthony Davis goes to the line.
And this is the last thing Steve Kerr and this Warriors team needed. Another injury. And we talked about this is a great opportunity for the rookie Jordan Poole to get some burn this preseason as well as all season with the injury to Thompson.
And now Juan Toscano Anderson is a two-way player, which means he'll be spending time with the Santa Cruz Warriors during the course of the season. A rookie out of Marquette, played 4 years at Marquette, been signed by Golden State as a free agent last week. He'd also played in Mexico and in Venezuela, and he's been in the G League. Here's Russell. Jordan Poole headed back now to the Warrior locker room. Good play by Curry to knock it free. Here's Curry on the drive.
I was going to ask Rich, is he going to have the first 3 and the first dunk in the building? He said, no, I'll just lay it up.
6-point lead for the Lakers. Rondo. Davis shoots for 3. Just grazed the rim. There's Green for Toscano and puts it home.
Well, here's that noise level you were talking about, Marvelous.
So the Warriors within 4 on a 15-4 run.
On a 15-4 run here, here's the steal by Curry to get the Warriors faithful. We're talking about the noise level in here. Was it going to be able to match Oracle? And again, we talked about the challenge of this Golden State team being able to score. Obviously gone, Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson possibly out for the season. Creating offense from your defense.
Lakers got off to an 11-0 run at the start. Warriors missed their first 10 shots, including that first attempt from way downtown by Curry that came up well short. LeBron James battling for that rebound and putting it home. $14 points for LeBron. Curry put a nice move on Green. Basket won't count in the foul call on Danny Green.
Look at that. Almost 5 white jerseys around LeBron James. Finds a way to get it to go.
So 2 shots for Steph Curry.
What? Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Did he just miss a free throw in the Chase Center? Are you kidding me? He even can't believe it.
Only 91% over his career. Second in the NBA last season at 92%. Second to Malcolm Brogdon out of Milwaukee.
Really like this lineup by the Lakers. They're going to show you how versatile their lineups are. You have AD at the 5 and LeBron at the 4, which puts the defender, the power forward, in a terrible position.
Open 3 for Green.
Man, I want Danny Green's job description. Shoot corner threes.
Stand and shoot.
Play with superstars.
Bradley for 3. Curry's pass deflected, picked off by James, slips it back to Green for 3. Snatched by Davis, who turns
Oh, my goodness.
Rebounded by James as Curry was sent flying on a foul.
Over the back of Curry goes LeBron James.
I tell you what, this Laker team already looks more physical than they were last year. And yes, they have a new identity, new players, but it seems like they're making sure they focus not only on the defensive end, but on the offensive and defensive rebounding as a group.
So the Lakers over the limit, Curry to the line, will shoot a couple. Stay tuned for halftime with Casey Stern, Isaiah Thomas, Baron Davis. The American Express halftime report just ahead. Mentioned the Lakers last season finishing at 37-45 out of the playoffs for a 6th straight year. LeBron James going down with that strained groin. In fact, at the February trade deadline, it became public knowledge that the Lakers were attempting to make the trade for Davis. Rondo for 3 points.
I think we're going to see that a lot this year from Rondo and the Lakers. Him being more aggressive with that three-point shot.
This is Curry for 3. Well, did he have his foot on the line? He did. It's a 2-pointer. 7-point lead for the Lakers. Davis, they're going to draw the foul. It counts, and the foul. Put the move on, and Draymond Green picked up the foul. Davis will go to the line.
Here's my question, C-Web. Did Anthony Davis jump into the body of Draymond Green here? Here's the move by Davis. That's a good call.
I was gonna say, are you gonna use your challenge on that? Right?
No, I wouldn't. Good call. That's a good call. Hey, he tried to plead his case, Draymond, but you were jumping towards Anthony Davis as well.
It is number 4 on Draymond Green.
Yeah, but you're not worried about fouling out in a preseason.
No, I don't think so.
Right now, it's all about conditioning and team chemistry.
The foul is called. LeBron James picks it up, and Juan Toscano Anderson will go to the line. 2 shots. Juan Toscano Anderson, who was born and grew up in Oakland, actually went to elementary school, and one of his teachers was Al Attles' wife, Wilhelmina. Al Attles, who was
all-time great
general manager of the Golden State Warriors, Hall of Famer.
That's right. It was fun to watch him be inducted and meet his wife over the summer. And probably taught him how to be tough, too, because I'm sure she taught her husband. She's the tough one in the family. She taught him how to be tough, definitely.
Al was one of those guys as a player that nobody wanted to mess with at any time. Here's James to the line.
It's funny you say that, Marv, because we don't have that in today's game anymore. I mean, before it used to be Al Attles, Buck Williams, Charles Oakley. You know, everyone had an enforcer. Yeah, no one wanted to mess with those guys. I mean, Ron Artest a little bit when I played. I mean,
definitely. Ron, you didn't want to.
I'm trying to think around the league now. Who don't you want to mess with?
Maybe a guy like Patrick Beverly. You know he's going to bring that out. You know he's the little bully on the court. But you're right. We don't have as many of those type of players anymore. The game just doesn't allow it. You got to have space and some jumpers now. You can't just be out there fouling.
Russell came up short. And here is Rondo. We approach a minute remaining in this first half. Open 3 for Rondo.
I agree, Reg. I think we're going to see Rondo shoot more threes, and I think you're going to see LeBron post up more because he can conserve energy and be a point and facilitate out of the post.
Rondo once again for 3. Hesitated. There's Green. And Rondo hustles back to pick it off.
He's just trying to show off in front of Ronnie Lott right here. Getting back on this horse, playing the DB, playing that safety type ball. You know Rondo's going to give the effort, especially after he missed the shot so badly, getting back trying to get the steal.
Talk about someone you didn't want to mess with.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Take away all
You
those
didn't want to
things.
mess with
You don't
Ronnie
want
Lott.
to mess with him.
You did not want to mess with Ronnie
You don't
Lott.
want to walk down a dark alley with him there.
Oh, man.
Any man that would cut off his finger and say,
Yes.
put me back in the game.
Cut off his finger and said, I can play. Look at that look.
NFL. New York Giants, Oakland Raiders. So Curry will shoot 3. Avery Bradley committed the foul. Ronnie has been a regular at Golden State games over the years.
Great man.
NBA Pick'em team win totals. Your chance to win big. Lock in your team predictions before the 26th of October for your chance at $1 million played free at NBA.com/Pick'em. The Warriors last season 57-25. They finished #1 seed in the West, 3 games in front of Denver. It was not a smooth season. Combination of injuries, perhaps a degree of complacency, speculation concerning the possible departure of Kevin Durant. More injuries in the finals against the Raptors. Here's Rondo again firing from 3-point range. Russell for 3. So LeBron checking the clock with now 10 seconds remaining in the half. Bradley set the pick. 1 second left. Davis for 3. And that's the end of the first half. Lakers got off to the early lead. Scored the first 11 points of the game, and they are up here by 8 at halftime. Coming up, the American Express halftime report.
Sonic's got all my fair faves.
The NBA on TNT is presented by Auto Trader. We're back at the sparkling new Chase Center in downtown San Francisco in the Mission Bay area. Lakers have been led by Anthony Davis, 9 of 16 from the field, 23 points in his 18.5 minutes. LeBron James, 5 for 10, 15 points. Lakers shooting 42% for the half. Warriors at 38%, led by Steph Curry, 5 of 11, 1 for 5 from 3 for 18 points. The only Warrior player in double figures. Marv Albert, Chris Webber, Reggie Miller, Allie LaForce. As we get ready for the start of the second half, preseason game number 1 for the Warriors and the Lakers. Alex Caruso checking in for the first time. Had a really good finish to the season a year ago for the Lakers. Caruso defending as the Lakers set up in the front court of Golden State. Here's Lee forcing to elude the 24-second shot clock violation.
Nice defensive effort to start this second half for the Lakers.
And JaVale McGee with a sweeping hook shot.
We've seen him use his length and athletic ability on that post before. Matter of fact, most recently with the Golden State Warriors, well, a couple of years ago with the Golden State Warriors, very efficient inside when he has to be.
Pascal gets it down low. Steve Kerr going with his young players at this point. Three-pointer for Damian Lee. Caruso and Daniels in the backcourt. Caldwell Pope up front with McGee. off the steal. Spellman ahead. This time way off on a three-point attempt. And McGee is able to finish. Steve Kerr did not like what he saw the last couple of sequences and takes a timeout.
Introducing the Impossible Whopper with a...
I think this has been the hardest training camp of my career. Like, you know, with the amount of time we've been on the court, you know, usually in training camp, we've had 4 days of practice now. We would have had 2 days off by now. Like, we've been going at it every day. And that's been a bit of a change, having to teach so many young guys. You know, like, you're teaching more than half the team right now, as opposed to you may be teaching, you know, Looney coming in 1 year, and you're teaching him, and Jacob comes in 1 year, and you're teaching more than half of the team right now. And that's been a big adjustment, but it's been fun. You know, it's been a lot of energy in the training camp. You know, everything's new, and it's a new challenge. So, you know, as tough as it's been, it's equally been as fun.
Draymond Green on the 8 new additions to his young team, him and Steph being the veterans, and he said there are a lot of challenges that come along with it. He's also very much enjoying the swag, he said, from D'Angelo Russell, and he said the younger generation of the Instagrammers and the fashion-forward players. He said he's loving the spark that comes with that, but definitely no more off days. He said that he's taking the model of his body and the way he treated his body, the way he ate, the way he slept a month before the postseason started last year, and he's applying that from the get-go this season because he knows there are no days off, that all eyes are on him, and that he has to be a leader on this basketball team.
All right, thank you, Ellie. The foul on Devontae Cacok, who has come on here in the third quarter, rookie from UNC Wilmington. So, fellow rookie Eric Paschall out of Villanova at the free throw line.
And the last thing you want to do as a veteran player, C-Web, you know that come preseason time, is spend more time on the floor. You know, when you have an older team and an experienced team like this Warriors team has been, going to 5 straight trips to the finals, you want short practices. Get in, get out, get your rest, get your work done. 8 new faces, new system, where to find things. As a veteran player, will patience run thin for my good friend Draymond Green?
Yes, Reg, that's what I was thinking, because the mental fatigue of having to explain the same thing over and over, and, you know, kind of when your offense is on autopilot, the fact that every player matters where you are on the court. At times, it's going to be frustrating, like we saw Steph get a little frustrated in the beginning at his team for not understanding the correct play.
Cacok had the layup, but he was turned back by Spellman. Here's Paschall off the fake, takes to the rim and scores. Nice move by Eric Paschall, second-round pick of the Warriors, following a year with Fordham and then 3 seasons at Villanova. Here's Daniels with the driving hook, and he went glass.
Daniels doesn't score.
Spellman still trying to find the range. 0 for 6 from the field.
And they've been wide open looks as well.
Cacok off the nice one-hop pass from Caldwell Pope.
Offensively, on one end, we're talking about Golden State as Evans lets one go and knocks it down. It's going to be a little switch of fortune for the Lakers this year. When you have a player like Anthony Davis that can facilitate, okay, I know we got LeBron, that's why I'm not even mentioning that. And the fact that you have veterans like Rondo and others on the team, it may be less of a frustration factor, Reggie, and more of a chemistry factor in understanding each other as they start the season off.
The only starter on the floor right now for the Lakers is McGee. Paschall with a long-range 3. So the Warriors are with him 7. They trailed by as many as 18. That was very early. Caruso with the lob intended for McGee, and it's deflected out. Last touch by the Warriors.
I love the lobs, Reggie. I think what Caruso and others are going to have to learn is you're going to have to score 2 layups before you throw that lob. I'm going to make you earn the lob, and you think Kerr still don't have it? Look at those quick feet. He played point guard. He used to get around those pick and rolls in the day that you can foul.
I think assistant coach Mike Brown had a step on him. And the foul is called.
And don't think the rest of these teams in the NBA are going to feel any pity for the Golden State Warriors.
Jacob Evans called on the foul.
Thanks, bro.
Still got it, baby. Still got it. It's still quick.
Thanks for hooking me up.
Yeah.
Because teams are going to go at Golden State because of the success, because of the brand, because of the 3 championships. Yeah, no more Kevin Durant and Clay out possibly for the season. Teams are like, so?
Yeah.
Welcome to our world.
Exactly. Matter of fact, bad teams, this is our championship tonight. Let's win this in front of our home.
We don't care.
His 5 straight trips to the championship will do that with 3 titles. Whoa. Deflected out of bounds. It'll be Laker ball.
So Marby's saying there's a reason other teams should be mad at them. It's been rightfully earned their respect. That's ridiculous.
That's a nice resume right there. Kaycock able to hit off the pass from Caldwell Pope.
Steve running out of fingers for the jewelry. 5 as a player, 3 as a coach.
He'll deal with it. Shot clock is now 5. Here's Lee. Took the move on Caruso, and he is fouled. So Damian Lee will go to the line.
17-5.
2 shots coming up. One Championship presents their Century event featuring Demetrius Johnson, Angela Lee, Christian Lee, and more. Watch all the action on October 12th on TNT and on BR Live. Haycock called for the foul. Damian Lee, who happens to be married to Steph Curry's sister, Seidel. That took place last year. Seidel, incidentally, a standout volleyball player at Elon University. Lee in his 2nd season with Golden State after spending time with Atlanta. Also spent time in the G League. Sellout crowd tonight, 18,064. Oh, from way downtown. Troy Daniels, as you mentioned, he's a shooter out of Virginia Commonwealth in his 7th NBA season.
Exactly what this Laker team needs. Floor spacers when you've got the playmakers of LeBron James and Anthony Davis being able to finish around the rim and spread the floor.
Pass intended for McGee, went through his legs. Oh, nice play. It's a 2-on-1 off the steal. McGee and Daniels on the exchange.
How about the pass back from the big fella, JaVale McGee, making the correct play. Sometimes you don't want to trust your big fella with that pass. You want to wait till they get to the rim to throw it to him. He's proven that he can handle that responsibility.
And what I like to see Dwight Howard at the scores table, getting ready to come in for JaVale McGee. This is a guy that probably could have, passed on the second half of this game, has paid his dues in the NBA, but this is somewhat of a redemption season for Dwight Howard, see?
Yeah, because I don't understand. If I were him, I would in no way in the world sign with a team with an unguaranteed contract when he's a future Hall of Famer, in my opinion. But you're right. What is it about? It's about redemption. So it doesn't matter about other things because he wants to make sure that his reputation is in good standing amongst the basketball community. And he's taking a big step by humbling himself and coming back to Lakerland.
I don't know how many other offers there were for Dwight, so he's gone to a second run with the Lakers. He's been with 6 NBA teams. Was a perennial all-star with the Orlando Magic. Basket does not count, and Howard called for the foul, his second. Overall, Dwight, an 8-time All-Star, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year.
The Lakers, they've got 3 former #1 picks in the draft on this current roster. LeBron James, #1 pick in 2003. Dwight, the #1 pick in 2004. And Anthony Davis, the #1 pick in 2012.
Alex Caruso lighting it up, coming out here in the third quarter.
I live in L.A., and Alex Caruso is a Laker cult legend.
Yes, he is.
I mean, he has a huge following.
And let me tell you something. I saw an interview with him where they were saying, hey, we love your memes and all this. And he was like, no, it's cute, and I love that too. He was like, but I'm a hooper, and it ain't going to be funny when I come in playing my game, and you see that by him knocking that 3 down.
Howard with the bucket, and he draws the foul, so he'll go to the line. There's Alex Caruso, a happy guy, played very well at the end of last season, and he has earned an NBA contract after 2 seasons on 2-way deals with the Lakers and with the Oklahoma City Thunder, which meant a heavy dose of G League games, and now he's a full-fledged NBA player. You mentioned his popularity.
Oh, yeah, and it's a reason because he has energy, he plays hard, and this year he says he's taking it to another level, and I believe him because he said he put the work in over the summer.
Oh, nice play, steal, and then foul committed by Jordan Poole of Golden State.
And again, this is just a wonderful time. We're talking about the expectations of an MVP, one of the best players ever in LeBron, and to play AD and others. But Reggie, what I always go back to in a preseason game is that a lot of these guys that are on the court now that we're not familiar with, they've dreamed about this moment their entire life, whether they go to China after, whether they sign a 2-way, whether they go to the G League. This is a big and a special moment for them and their families, and congratulations for making it this far. A long way to go, but you made it this far.
One of those players that you referred to would be Zach Norvell, who's at the line right now, rookie out of Gonzaga. He was a starter there, averaged just under 15 a game last season as a sophomore, first team all-conference, and then signed by the Lakers as a 2-way player. Lakers also, the other day, signed David Stockton, the son of Hall of Famer John Stockton. David played in Germany last season. Here's McKinney, too strong. And it's fielded by Caruso with 3:35 left in this third quarter. Howard on the move. They swing it out. Norvell got glass. This is Bowman for the Warriors. Chris gives it up. Bowman fires for 3. It's an 83-66 lead for the Lakers. Caruso. And back comes McKinney. Gets it down low, and Chris lays it home.
Good hands by Chris. Chris wanted the alley-oop that time.
2:52 remaining in the third. Just under 3 to go in the third. We're at the new Chase Center, downtown San Francisco.
This junior garlic butter burger is so juicy.
It's going to be a fun season.
Now, earlier we saw Reggie Miller's regular season predictions. Now here's the more thoughtful selections of Chris.
Oh, explain yourself. Go ahead.
All right, let's go. Webb. All right, here we go. Hey, Dirk, make sure you talk to Porzingis. Talk to the unicorn. Don't have me looking bad. All right, Spurs, they're the Spurs, and they're healthy. The Jazz, I agree with you on Conley. Never doubt Dame and those guys. But I really think, Reggie, that last year we had a lot of pressure on Minnesota Timberwolves.
Right.
And it was because we wanted to see them play their best. I'm putting that pressure on the Nuggets because they should be number one. They've been together longer than the Clippers. I'm just putting the Clippers there because of their defensive prowess. And the Rockets, I think everybody is wrong about the Rockets. I cannot wait to see Westbrook and Harden. Just think about this in real life terms. The world hates you and your best friend, and you get to come together and go to work together? Oh, my goodness. Houston, stand up.
First, you say everybody's wrong. It's only Reggie.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, when I say everybody, I mean Reggie.
Yeah, I have Houston making the playoffs. You have them at 2. I have them at 6. But I also have the Warriors finding that heart of a champion, digging deep, making the playoffs.
You wanted to bring that up, huh?
Looking at your list, if you could put that up one more time.
Who's missing, huh?
Who is missing on your top 18?
Well, he's the coach of the team, and it's not because of him, because I believe in him, his championship pedigree as a player and a coach. The same with Steph. Draymond showed us something different last year that you really don't see from many players in the playoffs. But I say this time and time again, one of the Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson, is the most underrated player, in my opinion, in this league and in recent memory. He's the best defender on wing players.
All right, can we just cut to the chase? Do you have the Warriors making the playoffs?
No. No Klay?
No Klay?
No Klay? No play.
No play.
And of course, you can't underestimate the heart of a champion, so I would not be surprised if they prove me.
No, you can't be on, no, you can't be on both sides.
I'm saying they're not going to make it. I'm standing on that. Right. But they are champions, and I'm not going to just throw them out the window for that. But I think we would take it for granted to say, hey, this is the NBA. They're just going to make it, but they're good. I'm going to stay on my one side.
Would you guys take this outside?
You just saw us this morning, Red. We're about to fight.
I have my selections in a vault, which will be revealed on the final day of the season.
There you go.
Okay. I have a feeling you will be 100% right.
Yeah, who has the combination to the vault?
I would never do that. All right, off the air ball, it's handled by Howard with 1.5 minutes to go here in the third. Caruso.
Oh, look at that.
He sets it up, and Howard is fouled from behind. Nice pass from Alex Caruso.
Again, in my opinion, the Warriors in scoring will be the issue on a nightly basis, because before, Steph could take a night off, KD could take a night off, Klay could take a night off, and they still had enough pieces to win with Iguodala coming in off the bench and so forth. Can't do that anymore, C-Web.
One of the best plays in the game, corner action. No longer do you have to switch.
Let's take a look at the upcoming national TV schedule. Tomorrow on ABC, the WNBA Finals Game 3. It's the Mystics and the Sun, 3:30 Eastern Time. Tomorrow night, NBA TV will have the Shanghai Sharks and the LA Clippers starting at 7 Eastern Time. And then Tuesday on ESPN, it's the Mavs and the Thunder and the Nuggets and the Trailblazers.
And that series between the Mystics and the Sun being tied up, maybe no Elena Delle Donne done for the rest of that series because of those back spasms. That's huge.
Her game, Red, I'm talking about her game is incredible. I hope that back can settle down. You definitely want to see her in the playoffs just as a hooper.
And the first woman player with the 50-40-90 club.
She cold.
Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club, Elena.
Wait, so Reg, you're going to show her your secret handshake?
Yes, she gets the secret handshake, right.
Okay.
Elena, when I see you, I'll show you the secret handshake of being on that elusive 50-40-90 club.
So 2 shots for Caruso. The foul committed, a hack by Spellman. 80% free throw shooter last season. Lakers open the regular season Tuesday night, October 22nd, right here on TNT against their good friends, the LA Clippers.
Oh my goodness.
And that will be a Clipper home game at Staples.
Does it really matter, though? Does it really matter when they both play at Staples? Seriously, Marv.
Well, the Clipper crowd.
Oh, come on.
I mean, it'll be a split as opposed to if it were a Laker home game. I mean, you have season ticket holders.
Not buying it, Red?
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
Here's Spellman. Reggie in a very argumentative mood.
He's ready to start a pilot first game.
Which has become annoying.
Here's my thing. Did you see Patrick Beverly in Hawaii D'ing up James Harden in a preseason
Come
game?
on, man.
I mean, this dude, I love it.
I do too.
Oh, man. I cannot wait till opening night.
McKinney trying to beat the buzzer in the third quarter. Biggest lead of the night for the Lakers. They're up here by 20 after 3. Back in the Bay Area, the NBA on TNT is presented by Auto Trader. And Chris, Reggie actually showing, in reality, he's a kind-hearted guy.
Look at the posture.
The food that we receive.
Look at him.
Hey, I wear many hats at Turner, waiter being one of them. Yes.
Chef Jeffers, look at that. You got a new employee right here.
That's right. All the many fine people here in Chase Center wanted to get a taste of Chef Mark's great cooking, him and his staff. So I'm letting them get a taste of that.
Serve it up, man. Better be a team player, baby.
You look like you've had some experience.
Yeah, right back in my UCLA days, you know, sometimes you got to earn a buck.
Fourth quarter is underway. Marv Albert, Reggie Miller, Chris Webber on the force. TNT's opening preseason telecast. Dwight Howard will head to the line once again. Marquise Chris committing the foul. The Bleacher Report app connecting you to the moments that matter faster. Follow your friends and give your take on highlights, scores, and more. Download the BR app, and you can do it today. Substitutions for the Lakers. David Stockton, who signed just the other day, this past Friday. Wait a second, today is Saturday, it was Thursday. So confused about the days. Thursday he signed. Played his college ball at Gonzaga. He's had brief runs with Sacramento and Utah. Played in Germany last season. He also played in New Zealand. There's a peg down court that is saved. And then deflected out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors.
But I know somewhere John is smiling to see his son out here balling in the NBA. Think about all the games that David attended while in Utah. And now you're seeing your son out here.
Caldwell Pope curling his way to the rim.
And look at him. He understands that he's trying out for this team. So what does he do? He tries to pick up 94 feet, just like every guard trying to make a team. He started on his defensive end. Hard work and effort.
Matched up with Andrew Harrison, just checked in, four-year man from Kentucky. Devin Marble, who also just came on, not able to hit. Oh, the steal from behind. Is Harrison going at Stockton? Got himself trapped, lost it. Howard with the outlet. A one-hop for Jackson, who lays it home. Demetrius Jackson in his fourth NBA season out of Notre Dame, originally a second-round pick of the Celtics.
Talking to Coach Vogel before the game, he talked about the defensive intensity that he wants his team to have, and if they have that intensity, along with the rebound, you see the kid there knock down to three, they should be one of the leaders in fast break points, so they could be, because they can control the paint, get out, and control the pace.
See, Webb, you mentioned this earlier as Howard knocks down another one about the center position for the Lakers. Now that is 9 points and 9 rebounds for Dwight Howard. And McGee as Spellman knocks down a three. 10 points and 13 rebounds. Combine that position. If you get that production from the center position for the Lakers, special things are going to happen.
15 and 15, along with 4 blocks. If they do that as one unit, like you said, it doesn't matter who starts or finishes for them because they both have length inside and hopefully can control the paint if you're Lakers.
19 points and 22 rebounds currently between that center position.
In a preseason game. Please, Reggie.
But this is a redemption for Dwight Howard. No one knew what to expect, right? I know it's only one preseason game, but if you are a Laker fan, the way he left, the way Kobe Bryant kind of treated you, right? I mean, well, let's keep it real. That's what we do on Turner. I mean, they butted heads, right? He didn't get the effort. And Kobe called him out.
I was say they didn't just butt heads. He didn't give his part of the deal. Right. So his part of the deal, and you're right. Him coming back and making this is a big part of the story.
Here's Poole on a step back for 3. Jordan Poole from downtown. Stockton working off the pick. Kenny with the rebound for Golden State. Here's McKinney, and it carries out of bounds. So the Lakers get it back. Let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Guys, back to the Dwight Howard conversation. I spoke with him a couple days ago after their practice, and he, referred to his past time with the Lakers, and he said, I had to hear about that for the last 6 years. He said that was a different time in my life. I'm trying my best to stay in the moment, not to look in the past. I'm tired of talking about the past and the future, he said. So the change that I wanted to see around me had to start with me, and once he finally realized that, he started losing the weight, getting back in shape, and he said he had a different attitude now. He said, I just want to be ready when my number's called. I have a new energy and a new passion for trying to be a champion, and that has to start every single day. It can't just be an idea, but I actually want to put it into motion.
One of those you cap off by saying, well, time will tell. A lot of good things.
Right now he's saying all the right things.
All right things, and you hope it works out.
I do. I mean, look, Laker fans have long memories, but if he gives the type of effort and just does the things that he did tonight,
he doesn't need to do what
don't need to do anything else. Don't, after game, saying I need my touches, give me the ball down. I don't want to hear that from you, Dwight. Rebound, block shot, and run the floor. That's it. That's all we need you for.
Once again, Jordan Poole able to hit from long range. And a foul on Demetrius Jackson running into Andrew Harrison.
Foul on the Lakers number 20, Demetrius Jackson.
Jackson playing tough defense, but I tell you what, he knew he was going to the bench because he ran. Oh, no, he's not. He had to turn right around. Coach said stay in because one of the tricks of the preseason, you get tired, you get a little winded. Take that foul and see if you're going to go to the bench.
Is that one of the Chris Webber tricks for preseason?
Yeah, Steph Curry has his mouthpiece hanging out all the time. Jackson, look, he gets to go to the side. What I tell you, he knew what he was doing. He gets a little bit of rest.
Well, there's a subject I wanted to get to right after. This is new for the NBA. Right after the rosters are set. As Nick Robinson is able to put home the rebound. Just before the start of the season, when all is established, the NBA will now have all its teams determine accurate heights and weights for all their players. So coming out of college, as you guys know, many players would add an inch or two to their height, particularly backcourt players. And Reggie, you give me that look. You were listed at 6'7", 195. Chris, you were at 6'9", 245. Are those accurate?
How much did Reggie weigh?
Said
towards the end of my career or when I came out?
When Reggie had the Gumby,
let me check your medical.
He was about 137.
The height is accurate. I am 6'7".
You're still 6'7".
Currently, right now, I fluctuate between 185, 190, depending on the distance of a bike ride.
You're in great shape. Yeah.
But we just saw Zion Williamson. He was listed at Duke at 6'7". Came out that he's really 6'6".
So yeah. All right, we'll go back to that when we return. All right, let's take a look at the Auto Trader play of the game.
Oh, man, look at Anthony Davis showing his athletic ability, making eye contact with Rondo, faking the post-up, showing his athletic ability, his heart, but maybe most importantly, his excitement to be a new Laker tonight.
Anthony Davis, 9 for 16, 22 points, 17 coming in the first quarter. Norvell able to knock down a 3. 6.5 remaining in the fourth quarter, and a 105-87 lead for the Lakers. So getting back to the measurements of height and weight. So Reggie, you are still 6'7".
I have not shrunk. Even though the older I get, I feel like I'm shrinking. I'm still 6'7".
Kaycock is blocked, but comes right back to hit. But Kevin Durant, for example, is listed at 6'9".
Oh, we got to change his.
And
he's grown. He has grown.
He's 6'7".
Yeah, at least 6'11". Yeah. There's so many players. I think if you go back in time, I remember Allen Iverson was listed like 6'1", 150, and I remember playing with him thinking, he plays so much bigger than he is, but there's no way. I thought he was maybe 6 foot 130 at times. So it's going to be funny to reevaluate your favorite players and look at them through a different lens of height and weight.
Now, is an NBA official going to come in and weigh these guys, or is the team going to do it?
Oh, I would think it would be an NBA official.
Are they going to check Reggie's shoes? Because Reggie came in at 170 to say, are you going to check the shoes?
With Reggie, I would think they check quite a few.
Yeah, I mean, come on. What kind of orthotics they got in their shoes? Are they 4-inch orthotics in the shoes? What type of games are going to be played here?
Draymond is listed at what, 6'7", 6'8"?
No way.
6'7". Yeah, but he's, what, 6'5"? How about
like Charles? Charles was listed at 6'6", 6'7", and he was 6'3", 6'4", maybe.
It shows how incredible.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Oh, what a move by
Nicely
Jackson.
done by Demetrius Jackson. And is able to recover. Scores. Good hustle by Jackson. Andrew Harrison. Pascal gets it back to the corner. Pascal with the rebound. Battling for it. And it's deflected out. Last touch by the Warriors. Mentioned earlier, the Lakers will be heading overseas. They have 2 games against the Nets in China, starting next Thursday in Shanghai, and then they finish up preseason 3 games against Golden State, 2 at Staples, and 1 more back here. Pascal going left. Caruso with a whip pass. Oh, that could have been a foul. Kaycock kicking to the rim.
I'm impressed with Kaycock's hands right there. You're right. Usually a big fella gets so intrigued trying to catch it, but they lose the ball. Good finish that time.
Timeout taken. 4:20 remaining.
Look at the moments ago, we were just handed this article from Raymond Ritter, the PR guru of the Warriors, from the San Francisco Chronicle. I mean, I thought I've been around basketball a long time, but for Marv, because look, you were around when the Peach Basket was around, right?
Well, let me
to
tell
come
you,
full circle to see a big, beautiful, state-of-the-art arena like the Chase Center. This has got to be great for you, Marvel, right?
Well, as Caruso hands it off, foul go. Jimmy Naismith and I used to enjoy those long dinners.
Jimmy.
I told him it's not going to work with a Peach Basket. You need like a cylinder-type rim. I really felt, and I also said, you know, a 24/7 clock would really slow down the game.
Oh, good.
I mentioned that to Danny Biasone, who came up with the shot clock.
I like how you were on first name basis with all these legendary innovators of this great, beautiful basketball game. Marvelous. Raymond Ritter, thank you so much.
Raymond and the San Francisco Chronicle under the blood.
Breaking news.
It's exposure.
Marv, you are an institution to the game of basketball. We might kid you, but you have seen some of the great.
We do kid you, but we love the content.
You get us back. But you have seen a lot of great players in your time, so it's always an honor and a pleasure to work with you, my friend.
And I must say that I enjoyed your career and Chris's career, although I know there are people in New York would not say the same.
Troy Daniels has, he's got Steph range on it as being a set shooter.
Troy Daniels in his 7th season out of Virginia Commonwealth. Spent the last 2 with Phoenix. The Lakers, his 6th NBA team.
Nice pass. Good block.
Yeah, that's Demetrius Jackson with the block. He's played well here tonight. And Lee trying to strip it. Here's Daniels open for 3. Just under 3 to go in this 4th quarter.
He's trying to get himself together after taking an elbow to the chops there.
Jordan Poole's had the hot hand that time. He got the rim on the hop. So another 3-pointer for Poole. Lakers have to be very satisfied with what they've seen here this evening, particularly the combination of LeBron and Anthony Davis at the start. Nice touch. Zach Norvell able to knock down that shot for the Lakers. And for the Warriors, I would think Steve Kerr knows that this is what he's going to see more of during this preseason, particularly if he plays the young players as he did tonight.
But I think, of course, we know he'll do everything with a purpose. And though everyone doesn't believe this is a rebuilding year, because it may not be, I still believe, even if this is a down year for the Warriors, that they're still in championship contention in the future once they get all of their players back in this system with their coaches in the heart of this team.
And also down the road, this is still a desired destination.
Yes, especially after looking at this building and that practice facility.
Spaceship.
Wow.
This is futuristic.
Plus, they have a core of Draymond Green, Steph Curry, D'Angelo Russell, Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they are missing Kevon Looney, a major piece coming off the bench, a starter, and Willie Cauley-Stein, who was acquired as a free agent, signed after spending his time with Sacramento. Nice move there by Lee.
But Marv, also too, the ownership group, which is great. I mean, obviously, this building was privately funded, no tax dollars. So you look at the facilities around here, and if you're a free agent to be, the culture of winning. I mean, the Warriors are a brand now, a worldwide brand, because of what they've done the last 5 years in those 3 championships.
Pascal battling his way, and he is fouled. He's grabbed.
Some would say that the Warriors have taught the world in recent years how to play team ball. Has not been a more exciting style of play, nor a more unselfish style of play, which is, I wonder, Steph is going to have to play a little hero ball. Not like he can't, but you're going to have to infuse hero ball while they're trying to get new players acclimated into this system in which you got to be familiar with the game and familiar with players and their capabilities.
Well, we saw a little bit of that hero ball during the playoffs when Durant was down, when he had to kind of put that on his shoulders. But remember, there was no back-to-backs. There was time off between games.
That's true.
Can you do that for a regular season when you have, even though there's less back-to-backs, you still have back-to-backs.
Yeah.
And for a longer stretch, 4 or 5 months, can you do that? Can you play like that?
Stockton. David Stockton able to hit. That is his first field goal. 45 seconds remaining. And Pascal is fouled.
Number 19, David Stockton.
Stockton picked it up.
Eric Pascal to the free throw line.
So gone from the Warriors, Kevin Durant, Andre Iguodala, Sean Livingston, who was an important player off the bench, and as we have been discussing, Klay Thompson.
Remember all the veteran leadership this team had when you look at David West or others that you could
Zaza Pachulia.
It's just like they can't afford to do it, and that's why the coaching of Coach Kerr is so important, the leadership of Draymond and others are so important on this team, because it's not like they're starting from scratch, no, but it's a different situation. They respect it, and they're going to find an answer for it.
Well, the Warriors missing two centers, and Willie Cauley-Stein, who fits right in terms of lead passes, the way Willie Cauley-Stein plays, and Looney comes off the bench, who's a solid player coming off his best NBA season. Steve Kerr said that Golden State may have to activate the retired Zaza Pachulia, who is now working for the team as a consultant.
Well, we'll put him in, get him out of suit. And what's the big fella that came in last year? Bogut. He's around somewhere ready to go, I'm sure.
Yeah, I can believe he's back over in Australia, right?
That's where they got him from last time, hey. He's ready to go.
And that was like a warm-up schedule he played in Australia, because they don't play, obviously, as many games as the NBA does. So he got ready, and they signed him. And as you mentioned, Reggie, he's back there playing pro in Australia. There's Damian Lee up the line. It's been all Lakers. They jumped in front with the first 11 points of the game. Led all the way, led by as many as 25. Impressive performances by Anthony Davis in his Laker debut. 9 of 16 for the field, 22 points, and LeBron looked very sharp. 5 for 10, 15 points in all, along with 8 assists. So that'll do it. Lakers 123, and the Warriors 101. Golden State Warriors open the regular season Thursday night, October the 14th, right here in their new home against the Clippers, and here on TNT. And the Warriors will be back here Thursday to play the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have a 5-game exhibition schedule. The Warriors and Lakers will play 3 more times, while the Lakers will be to China for a couple of games against the Brooklyn Nets. Lakers hope to eventually get Kyle Kuzma back. He is out with a stress reaction in his left ankle. Injured his ankle while training with Team USA, and will make the trip to China. Then they hope that he'll be back in action in a short time. Let's go to Allie.
Hey, Anthony, all right, when we talked a couple days ago, you said, I'm just excited to play in a basketball game. It's been so long. What was it like to get back out there?
It was fun. It's fun to just get back on the floor and play the games that I love.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much.
Had a great time out there. More importantly, we got the win. But we know what we need to do to keep pushing towards our goal. Some stuff that we need to clean up, but we look good for the first game.
Everybody's been anxiously awaiting to see you play alongside LeBron James. It's one thing to practice together, but what was it like being out in a game together?
It was fun. We still got some stuff to figure out between each other, but we slowly building this chemistry that we want to build. We had one play where, set a screen for him and he had the pocket pass for a dunk. So, we're going to continue to try to build this chemistry each preseason game, getting ready for October 22nd.
I know he threw you that open practice on Friday, and you looked at Rondo and said, you still remember this? And he said, no, we created it. Did you feel like with Rondo out there, you're on the same page as that year you played in New Orleans together?
Yeah, me and Rondo had a year to prepare for this. And we actually got one tonight. So, me and Rondo kind of got that chemistry already. But, we're going to continue to build on our chemistry that we had in New Orleans. And then, me and Brian are going to continue to build our chemistry chemistry and try to get the same thing.
Well, good luck and have fun.
Thank you.
So Anthony Davis with 22 and 10 to lead the way for the Lakers, who shot 47%. They were 10 for 33 from three-point land, while the Warriors 25 of 89, 39%, and just 11 of 42 with a three-point shot. That's 26%. So the final score, the Lakers 123 and the Warriors 101. Stick around for All Elite Wrestling Dynamite. It's coming up next. For Reggie Miller, Chris Webber, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our crew, Marv Albert saying goodnight from Chase Center in San Francisco.